Welcome back. You're watching NSE FinWiz powered by CNBC TV 18.
Can you explain about how effectively we can do tax planning?
I would suggest that in initial years, a lot of investments can be routed towards tax saving. The second thing that you can do is how do I make it regular, because I may not be able to every year, let's say, put in this 1 lakh of rupees. Maybe my PF is some 20,000 rupees, I need to now plan for some 80,000 rupees every year, and it's illiquid. So I may not want all my money into assets which I cannot pull out in between. So tax saving, the small tip that I have there is you can actually also see how do you keep it in a 3-year rolling period. Let's say I invest for 3 years, and after that the redemptions from it actually can help you, for your next tax saving.
That's about all the time we have, but Uday, Anil, before I let you go, we had a viewer send in a question. His name is Vinod, he's from Mumbai, he's 35 years old, and he says, I want to ensure I have enough money post my retirement. So he says, what will be the right amount and what are the options to invest now, taking into consideration inflation, children's education, annual holidays, etc., that I will need to spend on before retirement?
I think the first thing that Vinod needs to do is that he said that he has goals for kids' education, he has goals for holidays, he has goals for his retirement. And obviously all of them have to take inflation into consideration, all these goals. So that's the first thing first, is that you need to know how much would you need for your kids' education. Are you going to send your daughter or son to a local college in India? Are you going to send that kid abroad for graduation or masters? That kind of determines what your cost is today. And then you build up inflation on that, so you know what your cost is actually 20 years later or 15 years later. That's on the kids' education. On the kids' education, the important part is the kids' education goal has to be met whether the person, the parent, whether it's in my case, whether I'm around or not around, my kids' education goal has to be met. My retirement goal does not require to be met if I'm not around, right? If I'm not there is no need for my retirement. So in kids' education, I need a savings plan, I also need an insurance plan. I need to have at least that 20, 30, 50 lakh rupees of insurance. So if something happens to me, also the goal is taken care of. If I'm there, I'll anyway save for that on a regular basis. For my retirement, I think the most important part today is that, and obviously something which is 20 years or 30 years forward, none of us will get it right today. But important is that look at your own lifestyle today and say, okay, I need today 50,000 rupees a month or 60,000 rupees a month or 1 lakh rupees a month to make sure that my lifestyle is good after taking out the EMIs, etc. Then obviously it's a small exercise of figuring out what that 1 lakh rupees would be 20 years, 30 years later, and then how much do you need to save for that, and then you do a backward calculation to figure it out. Where do you invest? You invest them in investments which are going to give you real rate of returns above inflation. So you look at, there are possibly 2 asset classes, possibly land in some manner and form and your equities in some manner and form. These are the investments that you need to look at through mutual funds or through NPS that you need to save.
Well, I hope, Vinod, we've been able to answer your question. On that note, thank you so much, Anil. Thank you, Uday, for being here with us. Thank you so much for having us here with you. Thank you.
He just gave me the things like how to plan your investment, what are all the strategies which helps to analyzing about a company, which makes us very confidently get invested, and what would be the time period that I should be going on.
Actually, I will start investing. I will start planning, financial planning, which I understood what is the importance of that.
Here we learned even for a fresher who is going to enter the market and as well as who are already there in the market. It was a very good platform to learn so many things like how to analyze or how to diversify our investment.
Well, that's all on this episode of NSE FinWiz powered by CNBC TV 18 Season 2. But if you have any questions for our experts, please feel free to email us at fwq@network18online.com. Until next time, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.